she's got to clean her hands and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for coming out from Jessamine County and going home in the dark. I know that's important. Thank you. All right, I'm going to get started. If anybody else shows up, that's wonderful. We'll get going. And I have really no clue what I'm going to do because I'm going to tell you how this started, okay? So recently I had to go up to Chicago because my next youngest sister was in the hospital. She turned blue. They were going to let her out because she was showing signs of dementia and stuff. So we got her up. Come on, you got to be in here. Inner circle, please.
Yes.
Inner circle. You guys are exciting me. So students are double wide here. But so before I went up to help my sister this time, I had to wait some time in my own prayer and stuff, and trying to find how to do the woman's wellness, do everything else we're doing, and then take off and go. So I got left at 3:45 in the morning, and the night before going to sleep, it was just in my heart that when I go up there, I'm not going to return the same person. And in our lives, you can do that at any point in time. You can make that conscious decision that you're going to seek out until something happens. So I was listening to a book from Brad Jersick, and the book is about something that I went through for over 10 years, the deconstruction of the church. But he does a good thing. He says if you deconstruct the church, you got to deconstruct yourself also, because you got a lot of false things in you too. Okay? You do those two things and you're seeking after God, you're gonna find Him and meet Him and stuff. But I'm here for this started out that, well, I got back from the trip, a lot of things are going on. I wake up at 10:45, I'm up all night, and I get peace once I'm told that you gotta tell your family what you see is gonna happen the next couple of months, what you're gonna do. It's not going to be what the world sees normal. And then the next thing I go, well, I got to tell my pastors what I'm going to do. These guys, that they trust me, but they got to know. Because I can do some real wacky things. I shared with them, and I'll share with you, because when you want to experience God, and you're sensitive and you're learning how to hear from God, you listen if it's a prompting or not and stuff. So one time, this is right when I'm starting to come back. It's the worst thunderstorm that we've had. It's out there, and God says, come outside with me. He wants me to experience it. So I go to step outside, it's cold, freezing rain and stuff, and I go, okay, walk back in, take off all my clothes. And I walk out there and I stand, and He lets me feel all the energy. He lets me experience all the things that are taking place and give me an idea of what nature is, connectivity to it. And He did something inside me by stepping out. This last year has been a lot of stepping out and not trying to do the norm. A lot of things I'm going to ask you tonight and tell you about is God is doing a new thing. And if we're ready for it, it's here. Okay? We get to get it initiated and going. I'm hoping that tonight is a weird way of doing that, because I didn't plan to do this. I procrastinate because I hate doing a speech in front of somebody. I get lost in my thoughts. So, right now, you got to help me out. Where should I start back up at?
The part where, in conclusion.
Golly! We're going to jump right into that. All right, so what I'm doing is, Brendan and I this last year, the amount of pressure that has been put on just two individuals to trust what God's put in our hearts has been a lot. I want to say I've tried to explain what God's put on my heart, and I haven't done a well enough job for it. But as we're going through, looking to see and do what he showed us that we're doing, and it's not happening all the time, and being stretched and being who you are, being changed because you have to pursue him, because what you thought was the way is not working. My natural talents and abilities is not what's going to do what he's asked me to do. Okay, so getting to what we're asking to do and stuff. This last year, if I could, and it didn't have to close, the amount of miracles that took place on a weekly basis as I stood up in front of you guys, not seeing, and then seeing everything happen, not seeing, because it's not here, and then seeing it happen, not feeling. Everything that I've been doing in front of this church, I've been doing because God has prompted me to be on display, to take the risk to show that he's real and true. So I started a couple of years ago telling you guys that God gave me a dream and a vision with my son to create a gym that is the kingdom. Okay? How do you do that? How do you tell people about it? I couldn't tell people and stuff, and then as we're working at it and stuff, all of a sudden I see videos and stuff that gym's full of people. Oh, praise God! Hey! And that's their whole focus, is a gym that knows God. Well, then from there, he started giving me a bunch of other ideas and stuff. But the gym is an avenue that I see that is a natural thing for the body of Christ to be able to reach people that are coming in that don't know him, and those who do, to have a community. And so what I'm going to be doing the next couple of months is doing what I think we should be doing even right now, is gathering together on a regular basis and seeking God on a more personal basis in a corporate way. At my gym, at his gym, from 6 in the morning till 9, Monday through Friday, I'm going to start being there just doing what we do here on intercessory time and stuff, releasing the kingdom. I'm going to be putting myself in positions to do that on a regular basis. I don't know about you guys right now, but in my life, I can't think of anything else but what you want me to do next and how to tell somebody what's going on. She said something to me, I totally disagree with her, and I disagree with you so much on a timeline for this place. It's up to us. It's up to our involvement in this and what we put into it. Doing this women's wellness thing, I talked to several hundred, I would say, women. The results. But every time I was telling those women, I was telling them something that was happening, something that's going to happen and stuff, and planting the seeds and doing stuff that is continuing now. There is a wellness thing that's going to happen, that through this body and through the gym and other people, we're going to be able to reach people. I see it, I understand it and stuff. We're going to heal people. So I'm sorry if I'm bouncing around. So what we have going on right now, as God has been able to bring stuff together, all of us are so busy, we really don't know what God's doing, or sometimes we don't have the time to do what I'm going to be asking everybody to do. My family life is so busy that my wife doesn't know what's going on with me sometimes, and she feels separate from doing that, and I don't want that. And one of the things God's doing for us is, hopefully, as this next month, that business is not going to be ours anymore, and she's going to be able to be more at my side and help and be involved with things, which will mean a lot to me. I'm going to dedicate myself kind of like similar to Paul. I'm going to try to go. This is where I got lost. Thank you. So I was going to my sister's, and for my sister, she had a man that was taking her money. Okay, she's been paying the guy thinking that he's her boyfriend, and he's not. I had a point where I was leaving, and I could have came home, or I could have went and investigated and done this. And God said, "Hey, there's no 6-hour trip. Keep the book going. Let's keep going on this. And then when you get there, I want you to go to the hotel room. I just want you to seek me. We're going to concentrate this time because you said you're not coming back the same." So I did that, and I spent 6 hours in the spirit praying for the man, praying for myself, and really just saying that, okay, this path that is here can't be the path that leads this place. And again, I stood before God naked while doing this. It's psychological to me, but it's also personable to me. I have no sin consciousness in me with God. My relationship is a relationship that I'm in His presence all the time. I don't have to work at it. And it's so exciting that I get this goofiness right now where I see so much, but I can't explain it to everybody. I'm trying to invite people into the world that I've been experiencing, but I haven't been able to tell everybody because everybody's so busy. We have an opportunity to not just come in here and say, this is what we're going to see God to do, but we make the conscious decision every day to do something, make that happen. So this is what we're doing in the gym and stuff, is to try to have the kingdom place, okay? I'm looking for ministers that are already ministering, saying, here's a place for you to come and minister at to people. I've been waiting to get a men's group going so that you can teach there. I saw from day one that these men would eat up the teachings from the boxing group and stuff. I'm supposed to be raising up funds enough to bring in these grinders to be the ministers of the church. All I'm doing right now is discipling them and stuff, but trying to get the gym, going and stuff. But we're going to get to the point that we're doing. With me and seeing everything that's going on, I guess this is the point I wanted to get to my family and stuff, is I'm at the point right now that if I don't dive in more than what I am, I think I'm going to explode. And with my wife, she's the most important thing that's been in my life and been with me, and so it's different. And I'm trying to find that balance, and I think if other people were doing the same thing and we're doing it together, there'd be less of a weight sometimes. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly or not. But these folks have the belief, what I'm saying, that Zuzu wasn't just because it happened. There was a purpose, there was a plan. Do you believe that we can be those people? I certainly do. I believe that because of the relationship, because I pursue them. Outside of anything that you guys, people try to bring from just normal Christianity, the relationship is telling me now's the time to do what's different. So I'm looking for people that want to. Am I making any sense to you?
She's not the one to ask.
No, I know. You see, and what I'm trying not to do is try not to talk in code. I have this problem of talking in code to find out where people are at. I'm expecting this not to be normal anymore anytime I come in here. I know that you, me, and my daughter, just 3 people, okay? If we went out together and we did it on a regular basis, things would change as far as bringing people in here. We could bring other people to do that same thing, but we got to get the effort to go do that. You light up this place when you're in here praying. You release things. The younger people that we need to bring in here need to hear that and be taught that from you. In our lives, if not now, then when are we going to take and say, okay, I'm not buying this crap. I know what real life is about, and invest and do the kingdom. This is the thing I'm trying to get out of me, is that I can't play anymore. we say we're not playing, and I'm running around trying to do everything. I still think I'm playing. I want to effectively see the kingdom active, and I'm not talking code. So here, we have an opportunity each and every time is to stretch ourselves. I don't know what I'm doing half the time I'm up here because I get lost in his presence. I try to stay where I know I'm in with everybody, but there's times that she's probably looking at me and go, where the heck is he now? Because he's doing something there, but I know what I'm doing. I am ushering in where I'm at. I'm trying to fan those, the essences that I'm feeling and enjoying and stuff. So I feel crazy according to the world, but I shouldn't feel crazy according to those who follow Christ. So I'm stretching myself to do stuff that our brothers and sisters are going to say, you're out there. But I'm seeing the results. I'm seeing the results in myself. If you don't see the results in me, then I put my life on display so people could. So here is where I'm at personally too. This is not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's extremely hard on me personally, okay? Because I love the people that are in my life. And I want the people in my life to be doing and seeing and being part of where I'm at. And it's not always been that way. And so that puts strains and stuff on you because you're trying to carry things. It's been hard on me physically only because I'm attacked for whatever reason. Each time I'm up here, I'm overcoming. Like today, my right leg decided it didn't want to be a right leg. It was just telling me, you don't need to be up here standing doing anything. This stuff. When I get into these moments each morning that I get up, well, my legs don't want to work, or my bowels don't want to work, or headaches and all this stuff. I do this. I over-focus that I'm in his presence. Mm-hmm. I know that I am a living, eternal being. And in that eternal state, I get to talk what's going on. He is here with me talking, and I start getting well. And I start not feeling things. Also, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know this. I do use medical marijuana. Okay? That helps deaden some of the pain and stuff. It might make me as wacky as I am. I don't know. I was wacky way before this, okay? There's videos wacky before I started doing marijuana that I was wackier than this, okay?
Thank God for marijuana.
Yeah, it's calmed me down. It's calmed me down a lot now. But I thank you guys all for coming here, but can you, I don't know if you're being stirred in you, and I ask this specifically. This is dangerous to not, I would say some more to my family, it's a little bit different, but I consider you guys, this is just as much as anything else I'm doing. This is my family that I need to develop, the community that needs to come forth, that we honestly watch out for one another, that we're in each other's lives, that we're discipling other people. And if it's a top of mind thing, it's gonna happen. Instead of just, we wait for the osmosis moments that God's got to outside do something, but it's got to be stirred from within to go out and to do it. And so this man stood up the other day after prayer, and he just confessed my whole heart, my whole life, again to Christ. Every day, every moment, that has to be in us. We have to remind ourselves of our purpose, because we get deceived and put to sleep and absorbed back into what this world system is. And I don't know, this world system wasn't kind to me, and I obeyed all the rules. You know, I obeyed as well as I could all the rules. It's not a good place. We got a better place, the kingdom within, to operate from in this world. We get to bring that to other people. We learn to learn how to share. So we had an opportunity to learn evangelism again. We're learning how to take the story and lose the religiousness and share really what God has done in our hearts and change us. So, may I encourage you,
Yes.
let's have the desire that next week each one of us has something here because we want to invest in them. I've been shot down so many times recently. Rejection is so good. Because every time you reject it, you go back and say, okay, did I say something wrong? What could I do better? And with purpose. I've asked people if I could disciple them, but their lives are so busy, even though they said you have the answers. I am putting myself out there to do what Christ asks us to do. Follow his teaching. So most of our lives, I'm going to ask you this too. Have we been following his teachings or have we been following traditions? Okay. Do we know what the kingdom of heaven is? Do we operate from it? Are we developing the fruits of the Spirit? Are we all the things that Pastor is trying to feed us? We don't have to be slow fed, and you guys know this. You're here. I'm saying this so that those behind us that we're going to bring, because we're encouraged to do so. Am I talking to anybody? Yeah. Okay. Did I offend anybody badly? All right. Did I say anything that you don't want to be my friend anymore yet? All right.
Very encouraging time. We need it.
Okay. All right. So you love your pastors, and your pastors love you. They know, and I know, and you know. There's so much more. And why do the slow step? Why do the slow step? It's up to us. So I have 24 hours, according to everything. I have whatever moment I'm living in to do my best. And so I'm working hard to become that person. Because I don't know. All the times that death has tried to take me, I don't know. But if I just keep putting it off, nothing's happening either. So I love you guys enough to be the friend to say, hey, come join my life and be part of me and be excited and go through all the fun stuff. The good part I think I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the jungle, as I said before. I'm going ahead because I want to see what's there. I want to know more of God. And I'm looking for anybody want to come with me. And I know that's what they want. I know that's our prayer for that's going out. This thing is great. I'm going to say I love that we're going to be concerned about our neighborhood. But when I'm talking about the gym, I have a place there every week that has hundreds of people that comes through it that I'm not marketing to the kingdom the proper way. I have opportunity to do that. If people can see things that can help me reach the lost through that, help me do that. Okay? So we got a lot going on. My son was supposed to box this week. He didn't get the fight. This is how hard it is sometimes. He had a very big match and ended up being a draw. So we said, okay, you say you're the best. You outwork everybody. So he went and outworked everybody. He went and beat himself up with some pros and stuff. Went back and won that fight very easily. But now after they got him to sign the contract and stuff, they tried to jerk him around a little bit and say, well, we want you to fight a bigger guy. We want you to fight more rounds for the same money and stuff. And you're not well known enough. So if he had a big following, it'd be different. This is a weird thing I'm going to say, and I say it very humbly. Okay? God had to prepare him and me to become a product for Christ. Because if I didn't have the right heart, if I wasn't, my life is on display so you can see how I've been all my life. But even more now, what he's removed from me to be prepared to be able to be the fool for Christ, to be the voice. I didn't have the voice of the Lord in me. I had, hey, do you want to hear him? Are you interested? Instead of what he told me to say. I see things about this place. I see things in each one people, but I haven't learned to trust. I haven't done what I need to do, I guess. I don't know. I kind of think sometimes things are supposed to happen like magic too. That everybody just knows, hey, they got something going on. Let's get involved in it. So I'm trying to do something different. Honey, did I do okay?
1, 2, 3, go.
Are you going home with me is the question.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
So is this a good time that we can ask some questions?
And anytime anybody wants to leave, you don't have to stay as far as the questions and stuff. And I would like to pray with everybody and stuff. And what I'm asking for is, I'm being honest with you, I'm fully enjoying everything I'm going through, okay? I'm smiling, I'm smiling, but it is not an easy thing to do. And I know your leaders, it's not easy what they got those two, they each do their own thing, but, you know, how much more
But it's
we
the
come
best thing to
in,
do.
yeah, how much more we can come in prepared to have this place do what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
And am I echoing your hearts? All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right, I'm gonna pray, then you can ask questions, anybody wants to leave, they can leave, okay?
Well, don't be so quick to tell people they can leave, we've only been here half an hour.
Oh, really? Oh, golly. All right. Yeah,
This is not a question as much as a comment and observation, because you've talked to me several